Hello everyone, and welcome back to another market review. This is Silent. We are looking at the NASDAQ December contract for 2025. Starting off with the weekly chart. As you can see, we rallied up and ended up closing the week above that weekly wick constant encroachment. So it was really nice to see that. We expanded up on the week and then made our way lower and closed inside of the previous week's high. If you can notice that. Going into next week, I'm going to be measuring this wick to see how far away draw we can get up into that range. Dropping down to the daily chart. In the previous video, I drew your attention to that daily wick constant encroachment at 25,142. We opened the day here, attempted a rally above and into a new all-time high, which we did create. We stabbed just outside of that range and then started trading back lower. And then we began utilizing that daily wick constant encroachment level as a premium array, which sent us lower down into this daily buy-side imbalance and overlapped that daily rejection block. Notice how we stayed above that weekly constant encroachment level and closed above it. And we limited our downside objective to that weekly wick and the 893 level. And we did not see more than what we expected. On the 4-hour chart, you can see that a little bit better. We began rallying through this large wick in the overnight, and as we created our turning point here, price dropped down through that daily wick constant encroachment. We opened here, rallied up into it, and utilized it as a premium array, and sank lower down into our daily higher time frame level and overlapping that for our buy-side imbalance. On the hourly time frame, again extending that hourly sell-side imbalance into today's price action. We can see that turning point happen just above the previous day highs here. Price displaces back into that range and has large wicks on either side of this hourly sell-side imbalance, and we pull back into it. So price stays inside this range, attempts to make a rally outside of it, and fails, and then drops lower, overlapping these two up-close candles, and this becomes a bearish order block as we cross over. Price has a strong sell-off from this range, all within one candle on the hourly time frame, and sinks down into that daily buy-side imbalance level while sweeping out yesterday's low. On the 15-minute time frame, you can see how we opened on the day, rallied up during Asia, and then after the midnight open and going through London, we just consolidate and stay stagnant in price. We rally up one more time, take out buy-side liquidity and shift lower, and then price continuously sells off throughout the rest of the day. As we get into the New York time period, we rally up higher and take out some existing buy-side liquidity and shift lower. And as we retrace, consolidated here a couple of candles and then break lower strongly, put in a doji inside this down close candle. It's relieving the longs that were inside this candle. They're able to get out before it sells off harshly down into our higher time frame levels and objectives. Retraces and then consolidates going into the end of the day. On the 5-minute chart, we have a closer look at that delivery. All of that consolidation was very stagnant and continuously chopped up traders all the way from early London session and going all the way into basically the pre-market is whenever the market had opened up enough that it's tradable. Going in from 7 o'clock and beyond, price is a little bit more clear, but still highly manipulated with this run up and taking out this buy-side liquidity. We then shift lower with displacement, and on the retracement, price completely overlaps that imbalance, rejects the high of the hourly SIPI initially, rebounds from the day opening gap, and takes out liquidity one more time before shifting lower and creating a strong sell-off going into the middle of the afternoon session. Then again retraces and consolidates going into the close. On the 1-minute time frame, I didn't want to add much of anything except the first presentation fair value gap. I'm utilizing this level for today, and for the PM session I'm utilizing this level here. So we can see that breakdown early on in the day and retracement up back into our first presentation array, where we finally get that turning point and continuous sell-off with the retracement, and then strong sell-off going into our higher time frame daily level as the target for the end of the week. Alright, so that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully you learned something. If you found anything insightful, please let me know. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and as always, subscribe. I'll see you all next week.